Hey, I'm Jack Gately, owner of the Broker School Online, and I wanted to do a quick video for you today just to kind of bring you through what you as a broker candidate would need to take to the exam center. So let's get right to it. Number one, your education certificate, which we fill out for you and send to you in the mail. If you want to make arrangements to pick it up at our office, you can do that as well. But this is a very similar education certificate to the one that you got when you were a salesperson. It has to be stamped by our school and signed by me, and that's what you present at the exam center, but only after you finish the entire 40-hour class. Number two, somewhat new in the last several years, the Corey acknowledgement form. You might not have had to do this when you first got your salesperson's license, but now it's a requirement and it must be notarized. You'll be able to download the Corey acknowledgement form from our class materials section of the website. Three, you'll have to get 3 endorsement signatures, very much like when you got your salesperson's license. You'll remember that the endorsement signatures go on the same page as your education certificate. The education certificate's on the left-hand side and the endorsements are on the right-hand side. If you want to get started on that in advance before you actually get your education certificate, you can download the candidate bulletin and print out that page from the bulletin. I believe it's page 15. Number 4. Your employing broker certification. This is where you have to go to the broker that you worked for and actually have them fill out the form, including the actual weeks that you worked for that brokerage. You can work for more than one brokerage, and if you've done this over a period of time, you should really read the fine print in the candidate bulletin, but I'm going to just read you the simple description right now. It must be filled out by the employing broker, and it must be for at least 25 hours per week for a cumulative of 3 years. Now, quick note, you are allowed to take the broker class before you finish those 3 years, but you can't take the exam until you finish those 3 years. So if you want to get started on the broker class a month or two before those 3 years, that would be fine, but you can't take the exam until you actually hit that 3-year mark. 5, you need your salesperson's license. Your salesperson's license, you're actually going to surrender that at the test center because they're going to give you a broker license, hopefully if you pass the exam. And remember, you cannot hold more than one license at a time. So when you look yourself up in the database in a couple of days after you pass the exam, you'll see that your salesperson's license is listed as upgraded and your broker license will be current. Hey, that's a good test question. You cannot hold more than one real estate license in Massachusetts at a time. 6, a bond. You need to get a bond. You can probably go to your local insurance company or agency. If they don't do it for you, they probably know a local insurance agency that does it for you. It's a $5,000 bond. It usually costs about $50. Not a huge expense. And just want to make sure that the bond company that issues the bond is on the list of approved bond companies posted on the state website. You're going to need that bond, but you can't get that bond until you make an exam reservation because they're going to give you a specific number at the exam center, and that number has to be on the bond. So before you go get to the bond, you've got to get an exam reservation first, and that code number that they give you as part of your exam reservation will be printed on the bond itself. That way they make sure everything goes together. So make sure you follow that little wrinkle there. Got to make the reservation first before you go over to the insurance company. Hey again, I'm Jack Gately from the Broker School Online. I own Jack Gately Real Estate and also 2 other real estate schools. I'm really glad you chose to stop by and watch this video. Thank you very much. Good luck in school, and we'll see you in class.